Ooh, Sparks. Alright, Clefable, Horsey, Wooloo, Sandshrew, Squirtle. A full art Squirtle. Squirtle Turtle. Alright, that's the second one we have. It's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do it. Okay, that was lucky. That was very lucky. Okay. So if I ever want to run a Blastoise deck, I've got this thing now, apparently. Good. Yeah, that replaces my non-EX Blastoise. It does. Alright, Doduo, my Anshwell, Pikachu, and Ekans. Yeah, that replaces my non-EX Blastoise. We're going to run a Blastoise deck today. My Enshrowl, Blitzel, Slowpoke, Cottony, and Golduck was not worth the wait. Not worth the wait, chat. Paris, Growlithe, Graveler, but it's not a Golem though. Blitzel, and Bisharp. Okay, nothing new there. Yeah, no Golem, no Raichu, no Magneton. Alright, Blitzel, Swoobat, Rattata, Seedrop, and Golduck. Alright, Heliolisk, Surge, Heliolisk again, Ticklet, and Togerio. Wow, what a pack, chat. What a pack. Magnemite, Frostmoth, Double Pikachu, and a full art Snorlax. Which I've already had before, but now we've got two of them. Pinning back and forth. Oh, there was sparks there. There was. Paris, Nidorina, Diglett, Eevee, and Electro. That's my second one now as well. That is my second one now as well. Very nice. Yeah, this is one of my favorite looking full arts in the game. Very good, very good. Hey guys, sub to him. No sparks that time. Got a Grapplox, Metapod, Nidoran, Double, and Bruxish. Hey to you guys, what's going on YouTube's 3D Heroes? Welcome back to a Pokemon Pocket. And today, I have a very exciting episode for you lot. It is our 1000th win special. Obviously, I got 1000 over the weekend just gone. That was on day 50. A momentous occasion for my playtime here in Pokemon Pocket. And obviously that is 50 streams played. And it is an absolutely fun time we have had thus far. And of course it's going to continue way into the future as well. But this is all free to play. This is all non-meta. So I haven't played a single meta deck. And it really goes to show that if you do dedicate yourself to this, if you think, okay, you know what, let's knuckle down, let's try and make decks that actually do counter the meta, you can come up on top. And I'm living proof of that. And it goes to show you don't always need Mewtwo, don't always need Pikachu, don't always need Charizard, or the likes of any of that to get the job done. Because as you guys know, I still don't even have the means to run a Charizard, Venusaur, or Pikachu deck. Not even a Mewtwo deck either, because I don't have double Gardevoir. So we've been literally filling the void, filling the gap, so to speak, with these wacky decks we can find along the way. But yes, this is our level. We were level 37 on the Saturday when we did this. I just started level 37 actually, so it's in the early XP. And of course, as I say, it has been an absolute journey getting this far. But it's been a very enjoyable one, right? Very enjoyable. And obviously with you guys, if I wasn't streaming, I don't think I would have the... I'm not going to say motivation, that's the wrong word. I don't think I'd really have the drive to continue as much as I did. But I'm willing to go further, and I'm glad that we have done what we have so far. So these are our badges down here. And pack-wise open was 212. So I believe on Saturday that was 208, because I'll do 2 a day. And our cards collected, or won the pick, excuse me, was 206. And there we go, registered 500 cards in the decks. We have done 256 cards in the decks. So you can pretty much see here what it means to be free to play at this stage of the game, right? 1,000 wins, not everybody can say that. Not everybody can say this. So you're probably wondering, what decks have I been running? Well, I was going to make a separate video, but I was like, I've got a little episode series going on here every week. So I'm going to throw my favorite decks in here for you guys right now. These are the decks that got me to literally where I am today. And these are the decks I have played constantly over the weeks when I literally had nothing else to play. And they are all extremely fun. However, as I say, there's only 3 or 4, most notably 3, that I've really gone back to time after time. And one of those is Omakuno. Now, all of the deck videos will be in the description below for these videos, so do go check them out. And of course, every other deck video will be on my channel too. But Omakuno is Omastar, non-EX Articuno, and double Farfetch'd. So I made this deck well over a month ago now, but it still works, and it pops off every single time it does. Obviously, Omastar, I never see this card get played. Whenever I play this deck on stream, you guys are like, wow, 3D playing Omastar and non-EX Articuno? It's crazy that people just don't see these two cards. Neither do I. I have not seen an Omastar in weeks. Absolute weeks. And I remember last time I did see one, it completely shut me down. It is a fantastic card. Hopefully when cards come out in the near future, maybe next week for the content drop of the new mini set, or maybe the end of January, we might be seeing more cards that stop the opposing Pokemon from attacking that turn. It's such an enjoyable thing to be getting coin flips up as well as Articuno and get the paralysis. This deck, as I say, works practically all the time, right? All the time. It's got well over a 70-odd% win rate. It really has. And sometimes you don't even have to get your card draws correct. You can either get lucky with a Misty. I swear, the amount of times I've had Misty and Articuno in the opening hand is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But like I say, you can get all of this literally in your first 1 to 2 turns. Sometimes it does take a while for fossils to appear. Admittedly, it does. But that is where you have Leak Duck. Leak Duck is obviously here to provide with a little bit of extra firepower. And it works when you don't have anything else on the board. And believe me, a Farfetch on the active, turn 2. If you're going second, obviously, against a Mewtwo, it chips away. It absolutely chips away. But I cannot recommend this deck enough. As I say, whenever I go to it, it always does me justice. And the next deck up is Melmetal. Now, you guys just know me, okay? Melmetal at the moment is my favourite card in the whole entire game. And of course, I've got to pair it with another favourite card in the whole entire game, Pidgeot. This deck is making strides at the moment in tournament scenes. I have seen over the weekend on Ursi Day's Pocket Weekly, and even some other ones as well. I know Jeff Hoogland made a video about it. Pidgeot Melmetal is fantastic. So I made this deck well over 3 weeks ago now. I like to say that I'm the creator of this deck. That's a very loose way to say it, but sometimes it kind of is true, because I did make this video before anyone else even had the idea. Pidgeot Melmetal is fantastic. In the current meta, obviously you got to ramp yourself up quicker than your opponents. So Meltan can do exactly that for you. If you have this on the active spot on turn 2, bam, Bob's your uncle, you're in business. And if you get Melmetal on the second or third turn thereafter, bam, that's probably game done at that point. It's that quick, that simple, and of course you don't get any of that stuff, you have Pidgeot here as well to essentially aid you and back you up. This deck really does sneak up on the opponent if they're not expecting it. Obviously, you're going to get fired, you're going to get melted, no pun intended. But it really does go to show that 120 power, damage, high velocity, raw, exposed nature of Melmetal is fantastic, people. Okay, if you haven't played this card already, I don't really blame you, honestly, because it's a weird, wacky card. But play it within this deck, and I promise you, okay, you will get results. Because I've recommended this to people in the live stream, and they've told me as well this works. First hand, you got my experience. And then you got theirs. They will tell you any day of the week that this deck is really, really good. Really good. Next up was kind of a toss for me, because I didn't really have a third go-to deck at the time. But I would say it is the Good Batch. Now, obviously, this is a spin, the name, so to speak, on the Bad Batch Star Wars series. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But the Good Batch is one Beedrill line, double Executor line, but instead I'm running one non-EX and one EX. And we have ourselves one Wigglytuff line as well. This deck really does excite me. I don't see many people running Wigglytuff with Executor. And obviously I never see anyone running Beedrill ever in any deck, no matter what it is. I've always banged on about this. Beedrill is honestly the most cost efficient card in the game for a stage 2 evolution. It is beyond ridiculous how efficient this card is at times. Beyond ridiculous. It will get you out of tight situations. If you can pair this with your Executor, you can get stuff dead. If you compare it with your Wigglytuff, yet again, you can get stuff dead. It works in tandem with one another. You wouldn't believe it, but it does. And of course, Beedrill also goes well with Erica. This is a grass type. You know, I was thinking of making a Vileplume deck around this, but I don't have double Vileplume, unfortunately. But Wigglytuff here is a very fantastic addition. It completes an already fantastic existing card, being Executor. Obviously, Executor guaranteed damage. Unlike its other coin flip counterparts out there, this is guaranteed damage. The only other guaranteed damage coin flip card, I believe, is Kingler for an 80. But Executor really does pack a punch. And when you get the coins flipping in your general direction, not theirs, hopefully, this will really throw the game of battle in your favor. And of course, you have the non-EX, so you can come with this one. You can then obviously board in Beedrill, and you can go with another EX. So you can go 2 to 3 cards without getting knocked out. That is the beauty of this deck in a nutshell. If you haven't tried it, please do go and do it, because you will not regret it at all. And for my 4th deck, I think it's got to go to Wigglytuff Greninja. Now, this has honestly taken me by surprise lately, and I did run this in the brand new PvP event yesterday. If you guys haven't checked that video, please do go check it out. But I ran this in the event yesterday, and it got me 4 win streak 2 times in a row. But it failed because one time the card draw and second time Seeking. But this really does have that edge with Seeking, especially if you can get the heads, which you need the heads obviously. This will give you the ability to make any early game yours. It will immediately throw the pressure their direction. So if they are ramping up in terms of the evolutions, you got a Seeking on the board. Throw it out there, hope for the best, right? Obviously, Seeking at this current time in the game, if you can get it very, very early on, it can kill a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It can kill some evolutions as well on the stage 1 line. It can obviously kill a lot of basics. It is very good value for money. And then you have Greninja here. So Greninja and Wigglytuff, I have found, work very well with one another. Like, very well. I'm not even saying that either, just for the fun of it. They are 2 fantastic cards when paired with each other. 2 fantastic cards. And it really does pay off that sometimes, if you don't put them to sleep, don't worry about it. you can go ahead and come in with Greninja and just pin him right off. Greninja is a secret power in the current meta. I'm seeing it more and more now, thanks to its promo version. It's literally come out there in the limelight. And I can't really blame people for running this card. It is just fantastic value. It's a very nice all-rounded card. 80 damage for 120 health. Obviously you have that ability where you can snipe the bench. Much like what stuff like Zebstreak or Hitmonlee can do. But Greninja is there. Greninja can do it anywhere. Doesn't have to be any active. You can hide behind Wigglytuff in this one. That is the beauty of this. And if you can get both of these on the bench at once, that's a constant 40 damage. 120 damage perhaps. Depending on what you've got on the active or if you use another Greninja. There's really good stuff to have with this. And again, this is a card that is on the rise now with stuff like Articuno. I've even seen it with Starmie. I even tried it with Melmetal yesterday. This one's a work in progress. But this one here, I highly recommend. And like I say, I recommend the Good Batch, the Executor deck. I recommend Melmetal. And of course, I also recommend Omakuno, Omastar, and Articuno non-EX. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming to today's video. Really appreciate it. As I say, this was our 1000th special edition for our wins, obviously. And it was just an absolute joy to get here thus far. And we're going to keep excelling. We're going to keep going in the right direction. With new cards coming out, I'm going to hopefully try and reimagine some of these decks here, make them better than they were before. And of course, I'm going to make even better decks for you guys, because that's what it is at the end of the day, right? You guys want fresh new ideas, you want literally new decks to play, you want new decks to see, and that is what is coming, ladies and gentlemen. But other than that, guys, take care, stay safe, all that good stuff. Love your day, whatever you're doing. For the next video, next live stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Go out there, play some Pokemon Pocket. And play one of my favourite decks, because I assure you, you will have a very good time doing it. Other than that, guys, goodbye for now. Bye-bye.